Good evening. Welcome to the City of Warren Planning Commission meeting. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Commissioner Ansar? Commissioner Halawadi?
Present.
Commissioner Hawk?
Present.
Commissioner Duze?
Present.
Commissioner Mori is present. Commissioner Bonecki? Commissioner Smith?
Present. I need a motion to excuse Commissioner Duze. I mean, not Commissioner Bonacki and Commissioner Ansar. No.
Chair, I make a motion to excuse Baneki and Commissioner Ansar.
I support it.
That's the motion by Commissioner Halawadi, supported by Commissioner Hawk. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? I need a motion to approve the agenda, item number 4.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Chair, I support.
That's a motion by Commissioner Duze, supported by Commissioner Halawadi. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Approval of the minutes of February 23rd, 2026.
Motion to approve, Mori.
I support it.
That is a motion by Commissioner Rory, supported by Mr. Hawk. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Public hearing items number 6A.
6A, site plan for the open storage of pallets and 2 shipping containers to store sheet metal parts and metal tubbing located on the north side of 10 Mile Road, approximately 191 feet west of Burnett Road, 14219 and 14201, 10 Mile Road, Section 24, Nancy Morrow and American Fan and Blower, Tom Joyce and American Blower Supplier, Inc., PSP 260006, postponed from February 23, 2026. The petitioner requests that this item remain postponed to April 20, 2026. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion that we postpone this item until April 20th.
Chair, I second the motion.
There's a motion by Commissioner Duze, supported by Commissioner Halawadi, to postpone this item to April 20th, 2026. Roll call.
Commissioner Duze?
Yes.
Commissioner Halawadi?
Yes.
Commissioner Hawk?
Yes.
Commissioner Mori votes yes. Commissioner Smith?
Yes, to postpone to April 20th, 2026. Item 6B.
Item 6B, special land use for a sauna and cold plunge facility located in the northeast corner of Van Dyke Avenue and 12 Mile Road, 8333 12 Mile Road, Section 10, Thomas Petzold and Senior Tech Plaza LLC, Thomas Petzold Junior Fire and Ice Plaza Ice Spa LLC, PSP SL 260001. Thank you.
Good evening, sir. You want to tell us a little bit about your project?
Press the button.
Press the button on the mic there. Try it now.
Hi, this is Tom Petzold.
Okay.
How's it going?
Good evening.
Yeah, so a little description of the business. We'd offer contrast therapy, so we'd have 3 saunas, mixture of a quiet sauna and the other saunas you can talk in. It would be a communal thing, so male and female. We'd have a men's and women's locker room, separate locker rooms, where you get ready, and then you have the saunas, and then we'd have individual cold plunges in a different section. So you go sort of between the sauna and the cold plunges, and sort of that's the overall business. Bookings would be handled on an app. So if you become a member, there'd be, say, 10 slots open that open up every 15 minutes. So every 15 minutes, in theory, 10 people would come in and 10 people would leave. Your booking wouldn't, you couldn't be there for more than an hour. And that's sort of the business model, and we'd have a full-time person on site all the time, checking people in and you know, overseeing everyone and all that.
Thank you, sir. Correspondence?
Correspondence taxes current building. A building permit / plan review application will be required by the building department for proposed scope of work. Engineering preliminary review of the site indicates that planning commission approval should be contingent upon the petitioner's compliance with the following condition: provide the legal description and the parcel ID on plan. Police. The Warren Police Department has reviewed the submitted plan and does not foresee any issues at this time. AT&T. AT&T has facilities that serve the property, but we do not expect to have any issues with the proposed special land use request. Comcast. We have aerial and underground facilities in the area, but we have no conflicts with the proposal. DTE. DTE Electric Company has received and reviewed the site plan for special land use for a sauna and cold plunge facility and has no objection to the site plan for special land use for a sauna and cold plunge facility impacting 8333 12 Mile Road, Section 10, per the site plan provided. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me at 586-783-1978. Thank you.
Thanks, Madam Secretary. Planning Department's recommendation.
It is recommended that the special land use permit for a sauna and cold plunge facility be approved by the City Council with standard conditions of the Planning Commission, and more specifically. Number 1, 15 copies of revised site plans shall be submitted indicating the following. 1A, indicate the height of the existing building on the site plan. 1B, update the site data chart to include the total number of accessible parking spaces required per ADA and the total number provided. 1C, remove the parking ratio provided on the site plan. 1D, in the areas where there are large gaps along the north property line, plant additional evergreen trees. There should be a tree planted approximately every 25 feet, measured center to center. 1E, provide a landscape legend indicating the type of trees planted on the property. 1F, when the original site plan was approved, Bradford pear trees were part of the approval. However, these trees are now on the invasive species list. A note shall be added to the site plan stating when a tree needs to be replaced, the replacement trees shall be on the recommended tree list. Some recommendations are eastern redbud or shadblow serviceberry. Number 2, during the course of the review, it was discovered that the Planning Commission currently holds 2 bonds for Tech Plaza for past projects. If the projects have been deemed finished, the petitioner shall submit a letter requesting the bond inspection and the bonds to be released. The 2 past projects are 2A, PSP 180068. On November 19th, 2018, the Planning Commission voted to approve the site plan for a building addition. This was the fitness center to Tech Plaza. And 2B, it's PMA 170010. On July 10th, 2017, the Planning Commission voted to approve the second minor amendment to the approved site plan for a retail shopping center. The minor amendment was for changes to the shopping center canopy. And number 3, the special land use permit should be approved as the request meets or exceeds the standards stated in section 22.14B 1A through E and 22.14B 3A through C. Number 4, special land use permit approval is obtained from City Council. The petitioner shall complete all conditions within a 2-year period, or the approval by City Council shall be automatically revoked. And number 5, a performance bond in the amount of $10,500 shall be posted according to the estimated cost of $350,000 by the petitioner. And we have a note that the planning staff recommends a bond in the amount of $1,000 to cover the cost of filling in the gaps along the north tree line. The estimated cost provided on the application includes internal costs rather than external site improvements. And this ends the recommendation.
Thank you, Madam Michelle.
You're welcome.
This is a public hearing. If there's anyone that would like to come up and speak on this item, please come up, state your name and address for the record, and you'll have 3 minutes to speak. Seeing none, we'll turn over to the commission.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion that we approve the special land use for sauna and cold plunge facility and get the bond down to $1,000 per the recommendation of staff.
Support, Maury.
That was a motion by Commissioner Duzay, supported by Commissioner Maury. Any discussion?
Chair, can I have petitioner step forward, please? Good evening. Sounds like a very good idea to me, but I just have one quick question. Are you going to have any medically trained people or like a doctor available, just in case, because people going from sauna to cold, or, just in case somebody has any medical problems?
Well, I don't believe so, no. I don't see how we could have our receptionist or our on-site person be trained, but we'll definitely have a protocol in place if, to get the, alert the proper authorities or people in case of an issue or whatever.
Not even trained like in basic CPR, maybe?
That's an option, I guess. I guess
would
we
look
haven't
into it.
really thought about it.
Okay. I yield the floor, Chair.
Thank you. Anyone else like to speak?
Mr. Chair, if I may?
Go ahead.
So I seen the timing on your, on the building is gonna be starting from 5:30 a.m. to going all the way to 10 p.m., is that correct?
Yeah, that's the rough, like, we're trying to copy like a gym schedule.
Yes, so you're gonna have someone starting there, like a receptionist, from 5:30, going all the way to 10?
Correct.
Okay. So with the water, especially on the cold plunges, is that gonna be changed every time someone gets in? Or how is that gonna be refiltered, or what's that process gonna look like?
So there'll be individual cold plunge machines that we'll buy from a reputable company, and that will filter the water and cool it. And I believe the water will be changed every 2 days, but it will be filtered and chlorinated. I don't know if actually chlorine's what they use, but it'll be, safe and up to standards.
Okay. Okay, then. Yeah, I definitely look forward to a wellness facility. I think this is something that we don't have around here. I seen that you talked about the what is the company that's in Minneapolis, I believe. So I really look forward to having something right here next to home, so.
Yeah, the company we're looking at buying the cold plunges is called Blue Cube, if you
Okay.
want any interest in looking at it.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else like to speak on this item? Good evening, sir. Are these going to be dry saunas or wet saunas?
These will be dry saunas.
Dry saunas? Okay. I like the idea, and I think it's a good location right next to a fitness gym. So a little added value to the fitness gym, I believe. I guess other than that, I don't really have any other questions. So that was a motion by Commissioner Duze, supported by Commissioner Maury. Roll call.
Commissioner Duze?
Yes.
Commissioner Mori votes yes. Commissioner Halawadi?
Yes?
Commissioner Hawk?
Yes.
Commissioner Smith?
Yes to approve, and good luck with your project. We're looking forward to seeing it.
All right, thank you guys, appreciate you guys.
Have a good evening. Item number 6C,
Item number 6C, site plan for open storage of vehicles located on the north side of 8 Mile Road, approximately 540 feet east of Fairfield Avenue, 13195 8 Mile, Section 35, Andre Solansky, West UA Transport, Inc., Andre Solansky, West UA Transport, Inc., PSP 260007. Thank you.
thank you. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. My name is Andres Slonsky. I'm owner of the West UA Transport. We are operating 70 trucks over the roads. All drivers stay in the road 3 or 4 weeks, and after they coming back, they park in trucks. I want an extra parking for the front of the building for the cars. When the driver living in the road, they park their own cars and make it more, this parking for the cars. I want to put fence to secure the cars for the drivers, and they have more space parking trucks.
Okay, thank you, sir. Correspondence?
Correspondence, taxes, current building. Building has no issues. Engineering, preliminary review of this site indicates that Planning Commission approval should be contingent upon the petitioner's compliance with the following conditions. Number 1, appears that vehicle traffic for 13125 East 8 Mile Road needs to use the proposed parcel property to park vehicles on the east side of building on to 13125 East 8 Mile Road, north of the truck well. If so, ingress and egress easement must be provided on the proposed parcel's property. Number 2, an easement must be provided for that portion of existing drive approach encroaching onto the proposed parcel. Number 3, the provided legal description doesn't match with our existing records. Number 4, the proposed parking lot in the front should be paved to greatly reduce the potential silt and sediment going into the required storm sewer extension to service the said lot. Police. The Warren Police Department has reviewed the submitted site plan and does not foresee any issues at this time. Comcast. We have no conflicts with this proposal. DTE. DTE Electric Company has received and reviewed the site plan for open storage of vehicles and has no objection to the site plan for open storage of vehicles impacting 131958 Mile, Section 35 per the site plan provided. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me at 586-783-1978. MCPWO. The Macomb County Public Works Office has reviewed the site plan for the project referenced above and has determined the proposed site disturbance is less than 1 acre and will not require a stormwater review from this office. If a no objection letter is required, please forward your request to wesley.jonick@macombgov.org. Thank you.
Thanks, Madam Secretary. Planning Department's recommendation?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Recommendation is as follows. It is recommended that the site plan for open storage of vehicles and new parking lot be approved with the standard conditions of the Planning Commission and more specifically. Number 1, 5 copies of revised site plans shall be submitted indicating the following. 1A, the zoning item in the site data chart shall be changed from MZ, in parentheses, M2 and R1P to R1P, one family residential and parking district, in parentheses, north 310 feet of the property, and M2, the balance of the property. 1B, provide additional dimensions on the site plan for the following, the existing building, the storage areas, and between the building and the storage areas. 1C, per a field check of the site, the planning staff observed what appeared to be an inoperable and non-repairable junk trucks in the area northeast of the building. These vehicles shall be removed. A note shall be provided on the site plan stating all junk vehicles shall be removed from the property. 1D, per a field check of the site, the planning staff observed trucks and passenger vehicles parked on the berm in the R1P zone portion of the property within view of the rear yards of the residential dwellings along Sherman Avenue. Okay, a note shall be provided on the site plan stating the R1P zoned portion of the property shall be landscaped and will not have trucks and passenger vehicles parked in the berm or the landscaped areas. 1E, the site plans shall provide the layout of the 116,660 square foot of truck and trailer parking. The site plan from 2017 indicated that there would be 39 trucks in the area behind the building on a asphalt milling surface, all within the M2 property. The past plan also included 100 feet of asphalt millings in the R1P zone for turnaround purposes only. The remaining north 210 feet was and shall include grass and berm areas. 1F, the Liburn page information pertaining to the easements with the property to the west shall be provided on the site plan. The property description provided on the site plan provides the following: ending statement, subject to all easements of record. 3, easements for ingress and egress are indicated on the survey of the property as follows, and that's number 1, a 37.5 foot, I should have said wide ingress and egress easement, and that's L2991, P898, and L3653, P171. That was number 1. Number 2, a 20-foot wide ingress and egress, and that's essentially the same recorded documents. That I'll read it. L2991, P898, and L3653, P171. And finally, number 3, a 50-foot wide ingress and egress easement, and that's, again, same thing, L2991, P898, and L3653, and P171. All 3 easements shall be indicated on the site plan below the property description. Okay, 1G, the 30-foot wide, or excuse me, width of the driveway to 8 Mile Road shall be indicated on the plan. 1H, 5 trees shall be planted 20 feet north of the sidewalk and 25 feet apart, starting 25 feet from the east flag post, and be indicated on the plan. 1I, the previous site plan indicated the following landscaping: a 35-foot wide, 6-foot high grass earth berm along the north property line. The berm will be provided with 1 row of 5-foot high pine trees and a 2nd row of 5-foot high arborvitaes approximately centered on the top of the berm. Then there would be a 150-foot area of grass, and then there would be another 20-foot wide grass berm. It would be 4 foot high, that would separate the asphalt millings from the landscaped area. Update the site plan to include the previously approved landscaped areas. 1J, a 1.5 foot high rusted pipe fence exists along the south property line, along the sidewalk, along 8 Mile Road. The pipe fence shall be removed and noted on the site plan. 1K, a trash enclosure shall be provided on the site with the following note stating: a trash enclosure measuring approximately 10 foot by 10 foot shall be constructed of 6 foot high brick embossed poured concrete walls with a 45-degree angle cap, have screen gates, and be placed upon a minimum 10 foot by 18 foot concrete pad that provides an 8 foot wide apron. Masonry block shall not be used as a construction material. 2 additional conditions are added to number 1. So number 1L, and that is a chicken coop is identified, located, joined to the east side of the primary building. All right, the chicken coop is a building addition. It's also located in the east side yard, actually east 20-foot wide side yard of the site. Okay, the addition shall either be removed or receive a variance to be retained on the site as an addition. Okay, and next is 1M. and that is one catch basin and one manhole are located in the asphalt driveway along the west side of the primary building, are both depressed at least 4 to 6 inches lower than the surface grade of the driveway. Damage to vehicles will happen. I know about that. That's why I put it in there. Both structures shall be raised to the surface grade of the driveway and noted on the site plan. Okay, now I created a new number 2. As follows. The front proposed parking area surfaced with asphalt filings shall be hard surfaced with either asphalt or concrete. Concrete curbing shall be provided for the perimeter of the area. A storm sewer system shall also be provided. A late recommendation from the engineering division was received, and please see the provided recommendation, however, and it was put into the report, and Secretary Maury read that. That is engineering, and that is number 4. They require a parking lot. Number 3, the following variances may need to be obtained from the Zoning Board of Appeals prior to the release of the site plan to the Building Division, and that is A use variance to allow open storage of trucks and trailers in an R1P zoning district. B, to allow the additional 44,378 square feet of open storage. That would be 3C, allow parking on a gravel surface, and that's the area I was just speaking of. If approved, the variances shall be added to the revised site plan. Condition number 4, performance bond, the amount of $306 shall be posted according to the estimated cost of $10,200 by the petitioner. There is a note. Planning staff believes that the proposed bond is too low given the fact that landscaping is part of the project. A bond, the amount of $1,000 shall be posted. So with that, Mr. Chair, the recommendation is submitted. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Worth. This is a public hearing. If anybody would like to come up and speak on this item, please come up, state your name and address for the record, and you'll have 3 minutes to speak. Seeing none, we'll turn over to the commission.
Chair, I make a motion to approve with discussion.
Support.
Support, Maury.
There's a motion by Commissioner Holowati, supported by Commissioner Maury. Discussion?
Yes, thank you, Chair. Can the petitioner step forward, please? Good evening, sir. Okay, you heard the recommendations from our planning department, especially like one thing I noted, that there were some old junk vehicles still stored there. Are you planning on having those removed?
Yes, yes, sir. We're planning as soon as the weather will be warmer up, we're going to be removed. I need probably like 2-3 weeks.
Dude, okay, good, understand, 'cause maybe, yeah, kind of hard if there's snow still and mud
Yeah.
and back there. And what about the fence that's along 8 Mile? You gonna remove that fence? You said there was a rusted pipe fence that's
Oh,
along
the yellow one? This fence was like 10 years old. I bought this building 10 years old. This was there. So if you need to remove it, I'll remove it.
Okay.
We just painted last year. It was,
Fair. Yeah, but, see, that's per our department.
yeah, we can
He
remove
says
it.
that it needs to be removed.
Okay.
Okay. Chair, I yield the floor.
Anyone else like to speak on this item? To the petitioner, good evening, sir.
Excuse
I
me?
know, good evening.
Good evening.
I noticed on the drawing, the chicken coop was there. How many chickens do you have?
This is not the chicken, this is the pigeon. I have a fancy pigeon. They not fly, they still inside.
So you house pigeons in there?
Yes, yeah,
And what is the purpose of the pigeons?
just for fun, hobby.
Okay. How big is this coop that you have them in?
Probably like 4 feet by 6 feet.
Okay. Because normally any structure that's not in the recommendation, that's on the drawing, has to be dimensioned and has the purpose, what it's for and things like that.
Okay.
Are they paying any rent?
No,
No?
they eating too much. All the time hungry.
All right. The one question I had earlier was the millings in the front parking lot, and we were recommending on that to pave that. Are you okay with that?
Yes.
Okay. I think that was all I had. Does anyone else have anything? Okay, and you know the trucks that are parked and backed up on the berms, that can't be. And you're gonna have a second berm in from the very back berm. You have the back berm and then you have a second berm in. That's to separate the two areas,
Okay.
okay? Any other questions?
No, sir.
All right. Okay, that was a motion by Commissioner Halawadi, supported by Commissioner Maury. Roll call.
Commissioner Halawadi,
Yes?
Commissioner Mori votes yes. Commissioner Hawk,
Yes.
Commissioner Duze,
Yes.
Commissioner Smith.
Yes to approve. Good luck with your project, sir.
Thank you.
Have a good evening. I think, is that our ex officio out there?
We have both. We got both.
Oh, got both of them out there. Good evening. Councilman Newman and Councilwoman McGee. Glad to see you this evening. Okay, we're gonna, to honor our commissioners who are on Ramadan, we're gonna take a 5-minute break so they can break fast. So it's 7:32, so we'll come back at about 7:37. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
So wait like 2-3 minutes. Right, exactly. But thank you.
It's okay. I didn't want to get into the next item.
Okay.
Good evening. We're going to resume to our meeting of the Planning Commission. Item number 6D.
Item number 6D, site plan for parking lot redevelopment and expansion, new driveway approaches to Pinewood Street and storage of 2 trailers with tire scrap material located on the east side of Pinewood Street, approximately 1,050 feet north of 9 Mile Road, 23500 and 23420 Pinewood Street, Section 29, Anthony Grace and Motor City Rubber Company, Joe Grace, Alma Tire Companies, PSP 260010. Thank you.
Thanks, Madam Secretary. Good evening, sir.
Good
You
evening.
want to tell us a little bit about your project?
Yeah, I'm Joe Grace. This is Mike Wilson. We're here on behalf of Alma Tire Company's ATS Fleet Division. We purchased this property after it had sat empty for a number of years. We installed our location here. It is a commercial tire dealer. We do a little bit of service there, mostly just taking tires in and out. In our proposed plan here, we just want to make some enhancements to the entrances, the driveways, and a little bit of the parking lot there to make it easier for pulling trucks in and out and potentially performing some service there as well. On the east side of the building, we have 2 slots for semi-trailers. One is, as noted, storage for scrap tires. As we get scrap tires, we put them into the semi-truck, the trailer. Once that is full, we call a company, they come and swap it out with an empty one. The other one would be for pickup and deliveries from our distribution center. And yeah, so just the south entrance, potentially adding a second one, widening those to facilitate easier ingress and egress of semi-trucks.
Okay, thank you, sir. Correspondence?
Correspondence, Texas Current, AT&T. AT&T does not object to the proposed parking/driveway and storage changes to this property. AT&T has facilities in the vicinity, but they should not be affected. Comcast, we have no conflicts with this proposal, but we do have aerial facilities in the area. MCPWO, the Macomb County Public Works Office, MCPWO, has reviewed the site plan for the project referenced above and has determined the proposed site disturbance is less than 1 acre and will not require a stormwater review from this office. MCPWO requests that the site be graded before the proposed stone is placed on the property south of the existing building. Prior to construction, a soil erosion permit may be required from this office. Contact our soil erosion department at 586-469-5327 for information regarding same. If a no objection letter is required, please forward your request to wesley.jonick@macombgov.org. Thank you.
Thank you. Planning Department's recommendation?
All right, thank you, Mr. Chair. The recommendation is as follows. It is recommended that the site plan for parking lot redevelopment and expansion, new driveway approaches to Pinewood Street, and storage of 2 trailers with tire scrap material be approved with the standard conditions of the Planning Commission and more specifically. Number 1, 5 copies of revised site plans shall be submitted indicating the following. 1A, per a meeting with planning staff, the petitioner indicated he may want to construct a truck well on the east elevation of the building. This is not indicated on the site plan. On the site plan. The petitioner shall indicate whether this is an at-grade truck dock or a depressed truck well. 1B, per the meeting with the planning staff, the petitioner indicated the proposed concrete area in front of the southeast corner of the building where the overhead door is located will be the tire servicing area. Label this area on the site plan and indicate the limits of the service area. How many trucks will be serviced at one time, and a truck maneuvering diagram. 1C, per a meeting with the planning staff, it was noted that this will be a tire repair facility for commercial trucks. If semi-trucks and trailers or tires are intended to be stored outdoor on this site, this shall be indicated on the site plan and the square footage included in the site data chart. Okay. 1D, update the site data chart to include the height of the storage trailers, the square footage of open storage, and also the items to be stored in the trailers. 1E, the northernmost existing driveway shall be increased to a 25 feet in width. 1F, indicate the width of all the driveways as measured at the west property line, that's Pinewood. Now I'm going to add a few things here. 1G, upon further review by the staff, the fence along the entire front area and the 25 feet along the west, north, and south property lines shall be removed and noted on the site plan. H, I gotta find H here, excuse me. There it is. H is the same as 5A Note 1, if you want to look at it, except I added something to it. And that is note number 1, per a meeting with the planning staff, the petitioner indicated he may want to construct a truck well on the east elevation of the building. This is not indicated on the site plan. That's the petitioner shall indicate whether this is an at-grade truck dock or the depressed truck well. Currently, the area east of the building is a pond area with vegetation. Planning staff was told recently that the area had 15 to 20 feet of excavation of the depth of contaminated soil removed as part of the remediation plan from Eagle of the state of Michigan. Clean soil was used to replace it. The soil has depressed, and that's creating the pond. Excuse me. The pond shall be removed and the area graded for proper drainage of the site. All right. Okay, so number 2, condition number 2, the 2 parcels identified as 13-29-428-009 and 001 shall be combined into one parent parcel. An application shall be submitted to the planning department requesting the approval of the combination. Condition number 3. Eagle of the state of Michigan regulates this property with a restrictive covenant for a restricted non-residential remedial action. The city shall determine if any new evaluations are needed for the proposed project as indicated in the restrictive covenant. The petitioner shall provide the planning department with the results of the determination. Eagle will be notified of the evaluation. Here's a new number 4. 2 copies of a floor plan of the building shall be submitted to the planning department to help with the evaluation procedure of the evaluation. Condition number 5, the following variances may need to be obtained from the Zoning Board of Appeals prior to the release of the site plan to the building division. A, to allow open storage on gravel. B, for the new gravel area proposed on Lot 63. And if approved, the variances shall be added to the revised site plan. Condition number 6, a performance bond, a performance bond in the amount of $4,500 be posted according to the estimated cost of $150,000 by the petitioner. And so with that, Mr. Chair, the recommendation is submitted. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Worth. This is a public hearing. If anyone would like to speak on this item, please come up, state your name and address for the record, and you'll have 3 minutes to speak. Seeing none, we'll turn it over to the commission.
Chair, make a motion to approve with discussion.
I support it, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion by Commissioner Holowati, supported by Commissioner Hulk. Go ahead.
Can the petitioner step forward, please? Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Okay, one question. What are your hours of operation going to be?
8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Oh, okay. So not too much disturbance there. As you heard from our department, from Mr. Worth, he made a few new recommendations. You have any problems with any of those new recommendations?
What were the new ones?
Removing the fence
Yeah.
and 2 copies of floor plans.
Yeah, and and that pond you had a pond that's back there, you mentioned? You mentioned a pond.
There is a pond, yes.
That it should be filled in.
Additional soil.
Yeah.
You guys work on
We're talking too formal.
All right. They plan on doing something back there with trucks, right? The truck, what?
So we were
well
gonna
or
put the
truck?
truck well, it's a someone had asked if it's depressed or at grade.
Right.
Well, it's depressed because we use a forklift to
Right,
handle
I'm familiar with those.
the
I
large
used to.
tires, so they're in and out of trailers.
It's where the 2 trailers are outlined on that site plan.
So it's not an actual pond where water can accumulate?
well-
It's a bad grade job right now.
Well, all right, it's soil that was put, filled in that hole that was made after remediation, and it compressed. So now it created its own little pond there, doesn't drain, and they gotta fill it in. But, like I said, you guys have to be responsible for the water so it doesn't drain on somebody else's property. But,
Right.
once you touch that soil, okay, and we're gonna ask you to check the remediation plan over. I don't know if you probably have a copy of it. And we have a copy of it, and we'll talk about, we might expand part of the letter on what it is we expect to see, all right? And then we'll report to Eagle, that's what we do as a city. They've got the rules, and we support them. All right. Is that all you need to know?
Yeah, yes, thank you.
All right.
So you have no problems with what he just brought up?
No.
Okay. I yield the floor, Chair.
Anyone else have any discussion?
Mr. Chairman?
Go ahead,
I've got
Commissioner.
one question. Are you guys okay with taking out the fence along Pine View?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Fair enough. I figured that you'd actually want that?
Everything's stored inside. We have security systems and cameras, and there's really nothing of value outside on the property.
All right, fair enough.
You can see in the pictures too, they slide
Yeah,
open and closed.
yeah,
In the winter, they just get jammed with ice, so you really can't do that anyway.
fair enough.
I mean, if somebody's gonna try to steal 200-pound tires, they're not gonna get very many very quick. So.
Yeah.
They're gonna need a semi to move them,
exactly.
so, okay, fair enough. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, sir. Anyone else? To the petitioner, good evening, sir. I was by there and I looked at the property, and that's where I noted the water standing behind where you want to put the 2 semi-trailers. It's got like cattails that grew out of it and everything else. I'm concerned about the condition of the soil, and I'm concerned about the drain. If water's collecting there, the drainage of that area. And if you want to park a couple semi-trailers there, I'm sure it's gonna have to be, the soil's gonna have to be checked, and I'm sure that, you know, it's gonna have to find a way to drain that water so it doesn't pond in that area. That's something, because of the restrictive ordinance, that's something I think you need to meet with Eagle and get an idea of what you have to do to that area before you construct anything in that area. So what I would like to see possibly is moving this to a different date, so you got time to get with Eagle to get an evaluation of the area there, to figure out what needs to be done so you can do what you need to do.
I believe the copy of the restrictive covenant that we have from it, the only provision is if we are to disturb it, the soil just needs to be transported to a sanctioned collection facility.
Okay, the only question I have with that is, I don't know what kind of business they had there before, with metal business or like brass, or I don't know exactly what was there before, and if any of those contaminants got in the soil, that may be an issue. That's the reason I would like to have an okay with Eagle, with you guys, to make sure that the condition of the soil that's in there is gonna be par for what you're trying to do.
Okay.
I don't know how long that's gonna take for you to get with them to figure that out. Mr. Worth, you wanna say something?
Okay, Mr. Chair, in our recommendation, we said that we're gonna ask for that remediation. That's part of what they need to do no matter what. If they get an approval tonight, then one thing they perhaps can do is work on some of the other things like the front driveways, remove the fence, and stay away from the area that was contaminated. So I just think it's given them more time to do the work and stay working. I don't know if that's what you intended to do.
I'm trying to make money.
That's a heck of an answer. Don't we all? So, point is, the reason I'm standing here is it doesn't matter to you whether you want to wait for the remediation check done first, or, as I said, do things while it's being done and then work on that truck well in the back. Or do you want to just simply postpone it and think about it?
Would prefer to work on the other items until we get to that.
That's what I suggest.
Okay, very good,
I
sir.
mean, I just, you
As
know.
long, as long as we're bringing it to your attention that's a concern that needs to be looked at.
Yeah.
And you're okay with that,
Yeah, concern.
and the planning department's okay with that, then I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I got a little nervous when I drove back there and I saw the pond, and I didn't know if you're gonna be loading it on ships or what in the back over there with the
There
full of water.
there
back
was a well there previously, so we're just redoing, it had been filled in, so.
there. Okay. All right. Any other questions? That was a motion by Commissioner Halawadi, supported by Mr. Hawk. Roll call.
Commissioner Halawadi?
Yes?
Commissioner Hawk?
Yes?
Commissioner Duze?
Yes,
Commissioner Modi votes yes. Commissioner Smith?
Yes to approve with all the additional recommendations.
Thank you.
Have a good evening, sir. Good luck with your project.
Thank you.
Item number 7, correspondence, 7A.
7A, revision to the site plan for Islamic Center for Worship located on the south side of 13 Mile Road, approximately 512 feet east of Washington Boulevard, 8360 13 Mile Road, and 13-10-126-002, Section 10, Khairul Amin and Tufajjul Haq Amin, Omar Faruqi, Zaid Arabo, and ZA Design Build, PSP 250015, letter to petitioner approved by the Planning Commission on April 25, 2026, revised site plan approved by the Planning Commission on November 3rd, 2025. The required variance to retain the existing building within the front setback was denied by the Zoning Board of Appeals on February 11, 2026. As a result of the variance denial, the current site plan is no longer valid.
I need a motion to receive and file the letter.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
I second.
There's a motion by Commissioner Duzay, supported by Commissioner Holowati. Roll call.
Commissioner Duzay?
Yes.
Commissioner Halawadi?
Yes?
Commissioner Hawk?
Yes.
Commissioner Mori votes yes. Commissioner Smith?
Yes, to receive and file. Item number 7B.
7B, site plan for open storage of fencing materials located on the east side of Ryan Road, approximately 1,044.5 feet south of 9 Mile Road, 22586 Ryan Road, Section 32, Mark Royer and National Construction Rentals, James Moonham, 3901 East 10th Avenue, LLC, PSP 250041, letter to petitioner approved by the Planning Commission on November 17, 2025. The required variance to install a temporary 12 feet high wire fence, windscreen, and to allow open storage in the east 125 feet of the property, which is zoned R1P and R1C, on a non-hard surface were denied by the Zoning Board of Appeals on February 11, 2026. As a result of the variance denial, the current site plan is no longer valid. Thank you.
I need a motion to receive and file.
Chair, I make a motion to receive and file.
I support it.
There's a motion by Commissioner Holowati, supported by Commissioner Hawk. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Halawadi?
Yes?
Commissioner Hawk?
Yes.
Commissioner Duzay?
Yes.
Commissioner Mori votes yes. Commissioner Smith?
Yes, to receive and file. Item number 8, old business, seeing none. 9, not bond releases, seeing none. New business, seeing none. Item 11, citizen participation. If there's anybody in the audience like to come up and speak, state your name and address for the record, and you have 3 minutes to speak. Seeing none. Item number 12, Planning Commission business, 12A.
Discussion regarding the Planning Commission's process and procedures after the Zoning Board of Appeals denies a variance request.
Mr. Worth, you want to come up and speak on that? Or Ms. Michelle?
Hello. So this item, under 12A, we are bringing this before the Planning Commission to determine the process for items that became before Planning Commission and then went to the Zoning Board of Appeals and either were completely denied or were partially denied variances, and whether or not you would like to see those site plans come back to the Planning Commission as either a site plan or a minor amendment or a revised plan, or have those plans to be reviewed as long as all other conditions are met by the planning staff, like with other site plans where they're approved with conditions, and then the revised plans are turned into the planning department for final review before they're sent to the building department. So that's really what we're asking, especially with those two examples, 7A and 7B. Both of the petitioners have updated their site plans, and it's a matter of whether or not those site plans you would want to see again at the Planning Commission. So essentially, that would require petitioners to go before Planning Commission, ZBA, back to Planning Commission, or if you would be comfortable allowing the planning staff to review plans after that point. So really, this is the process we're asking for you to consider, and if you have questions, I can answer any questions, or the planning director can answer any questions.
Thanks, Ms. Michelle.
You're welcome.
So does anybody have any thoughts on that, as far as if they want to come back with a revised plan to bring it to planning? And they can go over it and see.
Mr. Chairman, if I may, we can go back and forth with this ad infinitum. That's the problem. I don't mind having it and the staff going over it as a result of the variance denial. The site plan is no longer valid. That kind of puts it all into perspective. But if we have to take a look at the site plan again after the variance has been knocked down, it makes very little sense to me to put it through through this commission and going over it, and what are we going to accomplish?
So assuming that that petitioner, after going to zoning board of appeals, had received a denial, they now updated their plan to meet the ordinance, and then they've said, we have revised plans. So the planning staff could either, review those, and as long as they meet all the requirements, just like any other site plan that is approved with conditions, could be reviewed, signed off, sent to our building division, or could come back here if you want to see them again. Another option is also in our recommendation, where we say that these are the variances that may need to be approved. We can add some additional language, something like, let's see here. We could add something like a site plan revised to meet the condition must be submitted and approved by planning staff. Upon approval shall become the final site plan without further proceedings, subject to compliance with the remaining conditions. So essentially just add some language saying if the variances are either decided by the petitioner to not be obtained because they want to just make the plan meet the ordinance, they could update those plans rather than coming back here. So it's either way to look at it. So I don't know if the planning director wants to add anything or.
This has been an ongoing thing between planning and zoning, and we ought to be able to work together on this. We can go back and forth on this, and I really don't. I have enough faith in the planning staff that I don't. If there was something really major, then okay, let's see what we've got and take it from there. But if it's we moved, I don't know, we moved something, we moved the chicken coop, or got rid of the chicken coop. That doesn't need to get seen back at this board.
That may not get approved if he wants to keep it.
Well, let's say it does get approved, just for the sake of
If it
argument.
gets approved, then no problem.
But it's,
if not approved, then it gets removed, or they can go to court, actually, if they care to. A lot of things they can do, and we mentioned that in this letter. The letter was crafted to give them, the petitioner, some options that they ask us about what can you do. So instead of us having to answer each time, what can you do when you're denied ZBA action, we put it in the letter. I don't know if you know this or not, but the letter that the zoning board sends out to the petitioner
Right.
on a denial simply says to them, you've been denied. Doesn't give any reasons at all about how it got denied or anything else. They just simply say denied. What this does from our point of view is now it bounces back to us, whether they know it or not. But they're going to know it because they're going to get a copy of this letter right here. And we want them to know what's going on. And so like in the first one, that's the that's the one where they did. Let me see. That's 13 Mile Road, isn't it?
yes, that's the tree one, isn't it?
Hold on, got the wrong one. Okay, yeah, 13 Mile Road, and they get denied that they're supposed to have a 30-foot setback, as an example, and the house is set back 29 and 29 feet, 1¼ inches, as opposed to 30. And they got denied. So they wanna do something, they think they can fix this rather easily, and that's what, we can do it, indicated in a revised site plan. And it doesn't have to, it's gotta come back, we think. You guys look at it, I think it's easily approved. They also get the approval letter and understand that it wasn't overturned, but they went and changed, they removed the variance, and therefore the site plan's okay. This is our way to communicate more with Zoning Board of Appeals. That's what it's all about. And, you know, that's what you guys had a meeting with. Unfortunately, I wasn't there, but you had a meeting with those people, and we want to continue having meetings with them. Well, this is part of that back and forth, that flow of information. So they need to know what we're doing.
I
At
think,
least that's
I think,
planning
well,
staff's opinion.
I think both boards need to know what each of us is doing. But there are sometimes that there's so many variances that there's no way that the ZBA is going to approve it. So we
That's
just
right.
move it over to ZBA. You can say it was an educated guess, although I have a lot of respect for everybody that serves on ZBA.
Yes, agreed.
And if
It's
we can
just-
work
It's
together.
just a follow-up, that's the way I see this. If I
So you're not, you don't want to have a brand-new site plan on it. It'd be like their correspondence, this happened and that's it.
It's considered a revised site plan. Instead of an amended site plan, it's just simply a revision based on the response to a failed request for variance.
All right,
That's what it
fair
is.
enough. Thank you.
All right.
Mr. Chair,
Thank you. Go ahead.
I have a question, yes. I just need to know, like, when you bring it back to planning commission, how much will be the cost? Is it costly for the client,
There will be no cost.
petitioner?
Because it's continuing. It's a continuing response to
Yes.
what's going on with the site plan. They started, they came to us, they got approved based on conditions and zoning variances, failed. They went away, they said, hey, we can solve this problem by changing our plan. They give us a revised plan. It's relatively simple in most of these cases, what they do to take away the revision, or the problem, and they just do it in a revision.
Yes.
It comes back either, I don't know, old business, new business, and that's it. It's not
Yeah.
a public hearing.
Yeah. If it is not costly, I think it's better to bring to us so we can see what happening, you know. So it's better to bring, but the thing is, why the ZBA denied for like few inches? Because there is an existing building already there, and the previous business left. This building has to be used for something else. You know, so they should consider like few inches,
Well,
you know, and because,
I cannot explain it.
because we already approved it.
I cannot
So
explain
this
it.
look like a harassing to, citizens.
I cannot explain their actions. Now, I'll go so far as to say, our attorney tonight sits on that board. I don't know if you care to respond to that, or you don't wanna-
Who's setting the
you don't want to
setback?
respond to it.
Yes, Mr. Ron, who's setting the setback? Who is setting the setback for the buildings?
It's in the zoning ordinance.
Is
Yeah, it all follows the zoning ordinance.
zoning ordinance?
Requirements, yes.
Okay, so they should consider, you know, they should consider like, if it is really, really minors, very small, and because we already approved and they are, like, the people are coming back and forth, and this is terrible. But I think it is better after fixing the plan, the revised plan should bring to commission to see.
Okay, I agree.
Okay.
Did our attorney want to comment on anything there, or no?
Ron, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought you were trying to get this done administratively, so it didn't have to come back. Am I wrong?
You're wrong.
Okay.
Because I haven't been permitted yet to do actions like that administratively yet.
Okay.
We have to change the zoning ordinance for that.
Okay, my
That's the only-
apologies.
That's the only reason I say that.
Okay.
Otherwise, yeah, I could do it.
Okay. No, and I don't want to take up a public meeting here with reasons, but I'm happy to answer anyone's questions about ZBA's decision after the meeting if they care to ask.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else?
No.
All right, so then,
Kind of got our answer.
Ron, so what'll happen is you're gonna send out a letter to the petitioner?
That's who this letter goes to, right here.
So therefore, if they can come up with something with the changes to meet the ordinance, then we might reconsider it.
They can come back to us. They don't need an application. They just, they need a letter describing what kind of change or changes they've made to the site plan, the revised site plan, that removes the variance that they were requesting.
All right.
That's all we need.
So unless they can do that, it's gonna stay denied just like it was by
Yeah,
zoning.
that's right.
Okay.
I mean, they have another another way to approach this, and that's to go to circuit court, but trying to revise the plan might be easier, as in this one particular one here,
All right.
so.
Thank you. Anything else?
Mr. Chair, if I may.
Go ahead.
I seen that, especially for 7A, it was denied in the zoning board of appeal on February 11. The letter that we have in front of us is formatted for February 12. I know we had a planning commission meeting in between, so is there a reason, has this letter been sent out, or we're waiting to send it out right now?
Okay.
That is completely my fault. I forgot to add it on the last agenda. It did go out on the 12th.
It did go out on the 12th?
Yes.
Okay, I was just curious about that. Thank
Yes.
you. So-
All right, thank you. If no other questions, we'll move to item 12B, Planning Director's Report.
Okay, just a minute. Okay, here I am again, and having taken time off. I'll try not to do that for a few months. How's that? Anyway, a few things that that came up starting from the 23rd, and actually on the 24th there was a city council meeting, and Michelle attended that along with Amanda. Michelle was there for a couple items, a combo on Blackmar and a lot split on Panama, but the other item with Amanda had to do with her and a historic district commissioner who was being reappointed. And she was there just like I will be tomorrow night for Commissioner Halawadi in support and to help answer any questions that he can't answer. All right, so Amanda was there, and that was on a Tuesday of the 24th. If I can read my writing here, on the 25th, there were some people who wanted to, geez, oh, Pete, I can't even read my writing. Okay, what they wanted to do was place a small U-Haul outlet on a property on Mound Road that isn't zoned for that because of the outdoor storage type of issue. It was interesting to talk to the people to begin with. They were disappointed, but talking to the U-Haul rep was worthwhile. She's been working for U-Haul for 2 years now, and just found out that there are zoning districts in the city of Warren, and by God, they're in other communities too, which meant whether the U-Haul was a permitted use or not, and she now that's part of her review from now on. And so she was actually sorry that she had brought them there. They'd have to get a use variance, actually, if they wanted to run this forward. Anybody can come forward with something, and we just told them that it was unrealistic at this particular site. So, let's see. On Friday the 27th, there was a Town Center Steering Commission or committee meeting. I attended that with Amanda, and there was a discussion with a number of people there. They're moving forward with, with trying to make things happen in the town center. They're not going to hold as big a large meetings. We had a lot of people at this particular one. It's going to be broken down to some subcommittees reviewing different things about the town center. So that I can't be any more I can't give any more information. There just simply isn't any direct information on that. On March 2nd, we met with Karen Birdie, and she had 6 items. I'm not going to go over them all, but things that are in play right now in the planning, with planning staff, and some other things that popped up. So she's a busy woman, and we tried to help her, steer her in the right direction with that. And the last thing was on the 3rd, that was a Tuesday, March 3rd, and the Presbyterian Church over on 12 Mile with Presbyterian Village behind it. If you guys are familiar with that. Okay, so out front, they had a few years ago, came to this commission and got approval to put a gazebo up on their property. Things didn't quite work out. 2020 came with COVID, and they couldn't do it at that time. Funds ran a little scarce. But now they're back. They're going to probably just about use the same plan with a few minor changes. And it should be a rather simple site plan approval. That, as a matter of fact, I think I'm amending it, aren't I? I think I said I was going to amend it. I wasn't going to make it. Well, never mind. Huh? Minor amendment, that's it. Yeah, not a full site plan approval one. What doesn't require it, not with a gazebo. It's outdoor, and it'll be a nice addition to their church in the rear of the property. So that's what I was up to, and Michelle took over for me during those 3 days I was off, and I don't have anything else. If you got any questions, I'll try to answer.
Thank you, Mr. Worth. Does anybody have any questions for Mr. Worth?
Mr. Chair, if I may.
Go ahead.
So, Mr. Worth, I have a question. So, with all the variances that goes through from Planning Commission to the ZBA, is there a record of all the variances when we send it over there? Or when because I know when it gets denied, you're getting notified and you're letting the petitioners know. So where's that record? Or is there a way we can pull in all those information?
The record is the agenda. So people who want to do variances they're put on an agenda. Sometimes they'll have 15 items on there, and it'll list exactly what everyone's there for with variances. And that's available online if you ever care to look at it. Zoning Board of Appeals.
And then the denied ones, is that in their minutes, or do we
That's-
have?
Then there's a second piece of correspondence that goes out that's addressed to the mayor, but again, anybody who wants to get it, they can, and they can find out the results.
Where do you get the results from?
I think you can, isn't it available, David? You can go on, what? ZBA's webpage. Okay, that's City of Warren, ZBA's webpage. You can get a copy of that when it comes out.
Okay.
So it's not, doesn't take long after their Wednesday meeting, usually seems like, David, by Friday, they have that available. It's somewhere in there. Sometimes it takes a little time. But they list them. They may show the simple word of denial, or they'll say, if there are 4 variances, 2 were approved and 2 others were denied, which still, no matter what, 1 denied variance takes away the site plan approval. So that's where the listing is. And if you want to listen to the complete detail, then you go on the city's on TV. Okay, and you can see it on TV. Their meeting. We can find out when the meeting is, or you can probably obtain a video of it, just like our meetings here. So all that's available. If you
Okay.
care to look at it.
Sounds good, thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else have anything else to say? Thank you, Mr. Worth.
All right, thank you.
Item number 12C, Planning Commission discussion and concerns. Anything? Item number 13, calendar pending matters. Not seeing any at this particular time.
Mr.
Item
Chairman,
number
I'll make a
14,
motion to
adjournment.
adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Chair, a second.
That was a motion by Commissioner Duzay, supported by Mr. Alawadi. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you, everyone. Have a good evening.
Thanks.